Good evening, everyone. My name is Patrick Rosete, and I'm a student at Irvine Valley College, majoring in business administration. I come from a family of rice farmers in an impoverished province in the Philippines called Pangasinan. I've always been fascinated with the thought of running my own business since I was young, and one of the main reasons for that is my grandmother. She had opened a small store in front of our house in the Philippines to try and make some extra money to help with our expenses. Growing up with our grandparents, my brother and I were exposed to life's challenges very early on. Since both our parents were working abroad to provide for us, my grandparents had to take care of us in addition to their already busy work schedules. At the ages of 6 and 7, my younger brother and I helped manage the store whenever my grandparents had to work on our farm. From managing the store to helping make the desserts we sold, I've never been the type to shy away from hard work. This experience was a huge influence on my decision to pursue a business degree. I wanted to start a business so that my family can have a better life, my grandparents wouldn't have to work on the farms anymore. I wanted to repay them back for all their hard work and sacrifices by showing them that I can be a successful business owner one day. My brother and I came to the United States in 2009 and quickly found out that life abroad wasn't always what we expected it to be. Just days after I graduated from high school, my family and I were evicted from the apartment we were living in as my dad was several months late on rent. We were homeless. We lived in different hotels with everything we owned stashed in the back of our car. We woke up every morning wondering if that was the last day we were going to be able to stay in a room before we start living in the streets. I got a job at McDonald's and I worked every shift that my manager allowed me to do. It didn't matter if it was opening at 4 a.m. or closing at 1 a.m. I worked them all. I didn't mind it because I saw it as an opportunity to prevent my family from living in the streets. At times, my dad didn't have the time to pick me up from work, and I would walk home from work to whichever hotel we were staying in. I decided not to go to school that fall to save up money and help my dad with the expenses. Although those few months proved to be some of the most challenging times my family and I had to endure, we never gave up. I always believed that if you continue to work, especially when you're at your lowest, there is no other way but up. After living in hotels for 4 months, we were able to get an apartment and I started attending classes at IVC full-time in spring of 2015 while working 2 jobs. I was only in school for a year until I decided to join the military. I left for boot camp in March of 2016. I was a Navy corpsman for 6 years. Corpsman is the Navy's fancy term for a medic. I was stationed at Naval Medical Center San Diego from 2016 to 2018, working primarily in cardiology and occasionally floating to the ER in med-surg. This was a place of many first experiences. My first time being a leader of a group, my first time volunteering at a homeless shelter, and my first time experiencing running my own business. In late 2017, I started an e-commerce business selling bracelets. I watched countless videos on designing a website on YouTube, conducted hours of product and market research, familiarized myself with apps such as Facebook and Instagram ads to help market my business better. During the first month, I was able to make a little over $1,000 in profit. The next few months proved to be profitable as well, but I was forced to put the business on hold because I had to leave for deployment. I was deployed 3 times throughout my career, twice in the Pacific and once in the Middle East. Throughout my deployments, I can confidently say that I was able to grow as a person. Not only did I pick up rank, but I also became a vital part of the first ever Vietnamese water safety program in Nha Trang, Vietnam in 2018, which still stands today. I interacted with people, learned about their cultures and values, and also expanded my horizons. While deployed to Kabul, Afghanistan in 2021, I had the privilege of treating multiple emergent patients, including a pregnant woman and a 3-month-old baby. I also assisted in the successful resuscitation of a 6-year-old girl who had been separated from her family at Kabul airport. But deployments also came with their own set of challenges. Only a month after leaving for deployment, in 2018, my dad committed suicide. During my last deployment to Kabul, Afghanistan in 2021, I lost my dear friend Max to suicide bombing. I've been through many hardships and a lifetime's worth of challenges. They've taught me mental resiliency and the importance of surrounding yourself with people that not only cares for you, but also pushes you to be better. I would be lying to you if I told you that I got through it all without the help of my family, friends, and the goodwill of strangers. It kept me going, especially during the times when I thought I'd reached my limit, which is why IVC will always be close to my heart. Transitioning from military to civilian life is no easy task. It's daunting. From the way we talk to our sense of humor, there's a substantial difference. I was afraid of being an outcast, but IVC welcomed me with open arms. Every professor that I've come across, including my counselors and everyone that I've met at the Vet Center, has been nothing short of amazing. They push me to do better and go out of their way to make sure that I'm taken care of. It's become my second home. They all have helped me get to where I am now personally and academically, and I believe that the classes I'm signed up for this semester would prepare me greatly for my upper division classes when I transfer. Even talking in front of all of you now and sharing my experiences, this wouldn't be possible without their help and encouragement. IVC strives on having such a diverse student body and a group of brilliant professors that continuously contribute to its illustrious history. I can confidently say that IVC has provided me with a strong foundation, a reliable support system, and inspired me to believe in myself. My parents always instilled in us that a good education is unlike anything else in the world. It speaks volumes about you as a person. Even though I didn't have the resources necessary in the beginning to come this far, I've created a path for myself and became a first-generation college student in my family. I plan to obtain a bachelor's degree in business administration with an emphasis in entrepreneurship and a master's in healthcare administration shortly after. Given my knowledge and real-world experience in both the medical and business fields, I will use it as leverage as I dive deeper into the world of healthcare business and make a global impact. My experiences at IVC will undoubtedly enable me to achieve my goals and make a significant contribution to society. Thank you all for being here, for allowing me to share my story with you, and for making contributions to support me and my fellow students.